How much does it cost to live in Mexico? According to Numbera.com, a single person's estimated monthly costs, not including rent, are around $549, which is around 10,168 Mexican pesos depending on the exchange rate. The $549 a month includes transportation, food, utilities, and in many cases, entertainment. The variation in the total cost of housing sets the cost from $1,000 to $3,000 a month, on average. The first question you want to ask yourself is, what type of housing do you want? Do you want to live in a Mexican neighborhood where the rents can start at $300 a month and go up to $600? Almost all properties in Mexico have security, which is part of the culture. Or do you want to live in residences built for Americans, Canadians, and Europeans? The monthly rental rate varies greatly. Do you want to live in an oceanfront villa? Or a home in an exclusive part of the city or town? Do you want to live in El Centro, or outside of town? Once you answer the question of where you want to live, then you will know exactly what your monthly cost will be. Unfortunately, sites like Airbnb represent savvy homeowners who have increased the price based on what everyone else is renting for. Property owners actually have meetings on how they will manipulate the prices on Airbnb. Of course, that is not how they say it, but that is what they are doing, silently. Some property owners refuse to get involved and they put up a for rent sign with a telephone number, and that is how you find the best deals. You pay a taxi cab driver a set amount to drive you around in the neighborhood you want to live in. Collect the telephone numbers and make contact with the property owners. The problem with this method is, you will more than likely need to make upgrades to the property, and when you leave, you are not compensated for these upgrades. It is best to stay in an Airbnb home for 3 months when arriving in Mexico. This will give you ample time to find housing that makes you happy, at a price that you are comfortable with. You should know that when you book a property on Airbnb for 30 days or more, smart property owners discount the price up to 50% in some cases. Usually, the discount is between 20 to 30% of the total cost. If you enjoy your Airbnb property, you can ask the owner to discount you even more if you book yourself into the property for 1 year. What property owners are most concerned with are the Airbnb fees. Now moving on to the food cost, which is included in the $549 a month budget. Your food budget can go much further if you shop where the locals shop. However, if you are like the publisher of this video article, you may want to shop at Walmart. Yes, there are lots of Walmarts in many parts of Mexico. Your food budget could also be impacted by the number of times you decide to eat out. In the channel's ebook, How to Retire Cheap, Warm, and Safe, the author talks about reducing the cost of retirement and travel greatly when you prepare your own meals. There is even an Airbnb recipe book in the Kindle store on Amazon. Internet connections. If you rely on the internet to supplement your income, or if you are a digital nomad, then you want the fastest speed available. You may need to pay for the upgrade in order to have reliable internet for your work. Cell phone, banking, ATMs, and mail. In the channel's ebook, which is free to download, you will find tips and tricks for reliable cell phone options, how to do your banking using your bank in your home country, and what to do about your mail. Going into these subjects will make the video much too long. Your US passport or Canadian passport will allow you to stay in Mexico for 6 months. After that, you must leave and return, or apply for a temporary or permanent visa, which you would do in your home city. There is a financial status that you must satisfy for a temporary visa. The monthly amount in some cities and states is one amount, but the amount quoted by many, online, is much higher. Contact the Mexican consulate in your home city to find out the actual amount of income you must show to apply for a temporary visa. In the old days, expats would make what was called passport runs. This is when you travel out of Mexico every 6 months and return back in. That was before they started stamping the passports. It's too early to tell if leaving one day and returning the next will still work. One thing expats did in the old days was to fly back to Mexico. That way they would receive a new visa card, but again, now they stamp the passport. A customs officer who looks at all the stamps in your passport could deny you entrance, or not. Healthcare. If you are in Mexico on a 6-month visa, you would not be eligible for Mexico's health benefits. And if you are on Medicare, then you are out of luck. Medicare does not cover individuals outside of the United States. You can get supplemental insurance along with your Medicare for added coverage, but even that has limitations. If you are under age 70, you can get the travel health insurance that thousands of digital nomads have. The company has good reviews, and the rates are affordable. A link is in the description. If you are over 70 years of age, you can look into air ambulance insurance that would fly you back to your home country should a medical emergency arise. You are looking at around $700 to $1,000 a year for peace of mind. Medical costs are so very affordable in Mexico. Many expats have a special medical savings plan to help with the cost should there be a medical emergency. Hopefully, the doctors can patch you up to catch a flight back to the United States where you can use your Medicare. If you are too sick to fly, well, that could be a problem. If this video article has been helpful, hit the like button and subscribe. We have a lot more information on budget retirement options.